How is going your studies? I hope all are study well and good. Okay. Again and again I tell, do your work properly, do your homework properly. Okay. Vectors. Today we going to see about vectors. Before start my class, I tell to previous class what we study in previous class as biotechnology, especially genetic engineering. What is mean by genetic engineering? Genetic engineering or recombinant DNA technology or gene cloning is a collective term that includes different experimental protocols resulting in the modification and transfer of DNA from one generation to another generation. Here more important point is transfer of DNA from one organism to another. This is a more important point. Okay, in previous class I said again and again, one word is very important. What is that? What are the other name of the genetic engineering? Anybody know it? What are the other name of genetic engineering? Yes, very good. Gene cloning or recombinant DNA or DNA technology. This is the other name of genetic engineering. Okay, this is very important one word. Suppose in your exam, somebody will want to confuse yourself, will ask like that, recombinant DNA technology, give short notes about cloning, give like that. So these are same, okay. This is the other name of the genetic engineering. Then we what studying tools for genetic engineering. What are the tools for genetic engineering? First is the restriction enzyme. Second, DNA ligase. Third, alkaline phosphatase. Fourth one is vectors. What is a restriction enzyme? Yes, very good. This is like a molecular scissor. DNA ligase is a molecular gum. Okay, don't confuse it. These are very important one word. So you recollect it. Then in previous class we little bit study about vectors. What is vector? It is like a vehicle. Okay. In this class we know more details about vectors. Okay. Because vectors is a very important term in biotechnology, and also it's a very simple. So don't worry about it. It's very useful for you. Okay. Now we're going to see about that. Uh, Vector. Already I said vector is nothing but is like a vehicle. It's help to transfer the plasmid one generation to another generation. Okay, or like one organism to another organism. That is called a vector. These vectors should be smaller molecule because of the uses. Okay, another major component of a gene cloning experiment is a vector such as a plasmid. A vector is a small DNA molecule capable of self-replication and is used as a carrier and transporter of DNA fragment which is inserted into it for cloning experiment. Vector is also called cloning vehicle or cloning DNA. This vector is a help to transfer the some particular type of genetic makeup one organism to another organism, and likewise vector is very smaller molecule that only help to the genetic engineering well and good. Okay, then we going to see about properties of vectors. Properties of vector: it should be smaller in size. Here vector size is very important to genetic engineering. Suppose vector is very bigger size means uh, easily not introduce other organism. That's why should vector is smaller in size. After that, vector must contain an origin of replication. Origin of replication is nothing but this replication phase only can attachment to other genetic makeup. So the origin of replication is very important parts of a vector. That's why vector must contain an origin of replication. Then next, it should contain a suitable marker. What is meant by marker? When will you use the marker? When we use the some underline that word, we are using the marker. Here also similarly. Okay, the suitable marker. Without marker, we can't know the particular genetic makeup vectors. So by the uses of the suitable marker, we can identification of the particular gene. Otherwise, we can't able to identification of the particular gene. Okay, here suitable marker is help to identification only. Otherwise, we can't able to identification. This is our vector. This is not our vector. We can't able to identification. For the identification purpose only, we select the suitable marker. So that vector should contain a suitable marker. After then, vector should have unique target. Vector should have the unique target. What is that target? Vector should introduce the other organism. That is a target of the vector. So here four properties. First one is size. Second one is origin of replication. Third one is suitable marker. Fourth one is unique target. So first you underline these word only in your book. First point smaller size. Then second point origin of replication. Third point suitable marker. Fourth point unique target. This is a key point of this question. Okay, if you study this key point, you can easily study the full question answer. Okay, now again I said, first point, it should be a smaller in size. Second point, vector must contain an origin of replication. Third point, it should contain a suitable marker. Fourth point, vector should have unique target. Okay, now I am asking some questions about these four points. Okay, what is the size of vector? Very good, smaller in size. Okay, this smaller size only help to our genetic engineering. Then origin of replication. What is mean by origin of replication? Try it. Yes, very good. Origin of replication is nothing but it's help to attachment to other genetic makeup. So these origin of the replication phrase is very important to add the other genetic makeup. Then what is the third point? Suitable marker. Suitable marker is nothing but by the uses of suitable marker, we can identification the particular plasmid or vectors. Okay, then next fourth point is vector should have the unique target. Vector should have the unique target means it should be introduce other organism. So the vector can easily transfer the other organisms. So these are the unique target. So 4 point I said, first one is smaller in size, second one is vector must contain the origin of replication, third one is it should contain a suitable marker, fourth one is vector should have unique target. What are the key points of this question? First point in key point, smaller in size, second point origin replication, third point suitable marker, fourth point unique target. Can you say again what is first point, key point? Small in size. Second point, origin of replication. Third point, suitable marker. Fourth point, unique target. Again I said, if you study these four key points, you will answer the full question easily. Okay, so don't worry. Underline the word small in size, origin of replication, suitable marker, unique target. Okay, do you understand? Look at this picture carefully. Already I said and already I showed this picture also. Here this is a bacterial cell. From this bacterial cell only we can take the plasmid. Okay. After take the plasmid, it will be changed like that. Third round. Okay. Here some type of genes removed from this plasmid. After then we attached to the some type of genes from human beings. After then, these plasmids introduce them some other organism. Here, what is the vector? This plasmid is a vector. Okay. So here plasmid. This plasmid is a recombinant DNA. So formation of recombinant DNA, how is it? First of all, plasmid take out from one bacterial cell. After then, the plasmid take out some particular gene. After then, some particular gene taken from the human beings, that like gene attached to the plasmid. After then, it is called recombinant DNA. This like recombinant DNA introduced into some type of bacteria. Okay. So here vector, what are the use of vector? Transmit. Okay. Here uses of a vector is transmit. So vector is used to transfer the particular gene. Can you understand? Any doubt about this topic? Okay, no. Types of vector. In our world, each and everything have a different types. Here vector also have the different types. In this class, we detailedly know about only three types of vector only. First one is plasmid. Second one is BBR322 plasmid. Third one is TA bacteria. Okay. So here what are these? First one is plasmid. Second one PBR322 plasmid. Third one is TA plasmid bacteria. Okay, three is very important. What are the types of vector? First one is plasmid, second one is PBR322 plasmid, third one is TA plasmid bacteria. Okay, first of all we see about plasmid. Plasmid is a very simple structure. In name also very easy. You know that other have a more words, but here only one single word only. Okay, so we are very easily remember this word. Plasmid. Plasmid or extra chromosomal self-replicating dish circular DNA molecules found in a bacterial cells. In addition to the bacterial chromosome, plasmids contain genetic information for their own replication. Plasmid contain genetic information. What is that genetic information? In previous class I said lot of times. What is that? Genetic information is nothing but chromosome have some structure, and this structure based on gene. So these gene have particular characteristics. These characteristics is called some particular information. Okay, in our body each and every cell have a particular work. In brain cell, or what to do? In brain cell sensor the actions. So what are the nephron cell? What to do? A nephron cell do some particular action. So each cell have particular action. So these action according to the gene information. Now can you understand this? So genetic information is nothing but that information of our action, information of our characteristics, information of our function. Okay. Now can you clear it? Again I read it. Plasmids are extra chromosomal self-replicating discs, circular DNA molecules found in a bacterial cells. Plasmid found in a bacterial cells. Underline this word. This is very important one word. Plasmid cell in the bacterial cell. Okay. Bacterial cell found in a bacterial cells. Then in addition to the bacterial chromosome, plasmids contain genetic information. Plasmids contain genetic information for their own replication. Replication and multiplication is similar. Okay. The next one is BBR322 plasmid. BBR322 plasmid is a reconstructed plasmid and most widely used as cloning vector. So most of we using BBR322 plasmid only. It contains 4361 base pairs. Base pairs is nothing but in previous properties of vectors we learn it. What is that? The origin of replication. Here that is a base. Okay. It contains 4361 base pairs. Underline that word. How many base pairs have the PBR322 plasmid? 4361 base pair. Underline that word. Then B donates plasmid, band or respectively the names of scientists. Then B refer to Bolivar and O refer to Rodriguez, who developed this plasmid. The number of 322 is the number of plasmid developed from the laboratory. Okay. So here according to the name some definition is here. What is that? B donated plasmid. B means plasmid. Then B and R, that scientist name. Then 322 is the number of plasmid developed from the laboratory. Then plasmid is a normal one. Okay. Then third one is TA plasmid bacteria. TA plasmid bacteria is found in Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Agrobacterium tumefaciens. So first plasmid is found in bacteria. Then here TA plasmid bacteria is found in Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Underline that word. Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Ta plasmid bacteria found in Acrobacterium tumefaciens. Underline that word. It's a very important one word. Okay. Ta plasmid bacteria is found in Acrobacterium tumefaciens. Then the plasmid carries transfer gene which help to transfer tDNA from one bacterium to another bacterium. This Ti bacteria, plasmid bacteria is simply called tDNA. Okay. Then Acrobacterium plasmids have been used for introduction of genes of desirable traits into plants. Already I said genetic engineering used to create the desirable characteristics. Okay, some organisms have a beneficial character with harmful character. So what to do? First of all, we select the beneficial character and introduce the other organism. After that, multiple. That is the properties of genetic engineering. Here also, these plants may help to take a viscerable gene and introduce other plant of the plant that like viscerable gene. Okay, so it's a very easily. Then we after going to see about competent host for transformation with recombinant DNA. Component ghost. Ghost is referred to. First of all, we see three organisms. First, we take out some particular gene, some particular organism. That is a one. Then after vector. After that, this vector introduce some other organism. So here three. First one is some organism. After that vector. Then introduce some other organism. That organism is called component ghost. Okay, for transformation with recombinant DNA. First of all, we take a recombinant DNA from any one organism. After then, introduce some one organism, introduce some plasmid, that is called vector. After then, this vector carrying some particular gene, introduce some other organism. That like organism is called component ghost. Okay, can you understand? Okay, now we are going to see about in detailing. The propagation of recombinant DNA molecules must occur inside a living system or ghost. The propagation of recombinant DNA molecules must occur inside the living system or ghost. Okay, otherwise we can't able to success in this technology. First of all, we take out some particular gene from any one organism, then introduce the vector. These are the two steps. After the final step is introduce some other organism. That is a final step. Otherwise, we can't get the success in this technology. Okay. Then many type of ghost cell are available for gene cloning, which includes E. coli, yeast, animals, and plant cells. All are is available for gene cloning, but which one is very easy to carry, which one is easy to multiply, which one is easy to do this by technology, only we can select it. Okay, so type of ghost cell depend upon the experiment. What is types of ghost cell depend upon a experiment. Their vector types of vector selected depend upon the size. Then what is the duplication of origination? Then that is a sensible marker. So vector is selectable vector is dependent upon the size, selectable marker, then the replication region. These are the based. Similarly, here also the types of ghost cell depend upon the experiment. Which ghost is easy to do this experiment, that ghost only we will select. In everywhere like that only. Who are favorable in ourselves, that person only we choose. For the example, in our friendship circle also we do like that. Who is very easily close with me, that person only we speak morely. Okay. Here also similarly, type of ghost cell depend upon the experiment. Okay. Then what is that? First of all, we see the propagation of a recombinant DNA molecules must occur inside a living system or ghost. And many types of ghost cell are available, but which one is very easy to carry, that organism only we selectable. Where are that? Some other in bacterium, some other in virus, we take that. Okay. Then which is that? E. coli, yeast, animal or plant cells. Okay, maybe plant cell, maybe animal cell. This is depend upon the our experiment. For the expression of eukaryotic proteins, eukaryotic cells are prepared because to produce a functionally active protein, it should fold properly and post-translation modifications should also occur, which is not possible by prokaryotic cell. Okay. Then here also some temperature is needed for the competent ghost cell and for the technology successful. So what is that temperature? 42 degree Celsius. Underline that word. Okay. Then next we are going to see about methods of gene transformation. Method of gene transformation. What are the method is here? First one is direct or vectorless gene cloning. Second one is indirect or vector mediated gene transfer. According to this name, we can know in detail. Okay, you read this name again: direct or vectorless gene cloning, or indirect or vector mediated gene transfer. First one is direct or vectorless, without vector help. Here we do the gene cloning, that is the first method. Okay, that is the direct or vectorless gene cloning. Here we are not using the vector. Why? In the direct gene transfer method, the foreign gene of interest is delivered into the ghost plant without the help of vector. Without the help vector, here possible the gene cloning. That is called direct or vectorless gene cloning. That is the first method. Can you understand? Any doubt about this topic? No. Without help of vector, that is called direct or vectorless gene cloning. Okay, the following are some of the common methods of direct gene refer in plants. Some other techniques include here. What is that? First one is chemical mediated gene transfer. Second one is micro injection. Third one is electropropagation. Methods of gene transfer. Fourth one is liposome mediated method of gene transfer. Fifth one, biolistics. Okay. Then second method, indirect or vector mediated gene transfer. In this method is indirect method. By the uses of vector only, gene cloning is possible. Likewise, method is called indirect or vector mediated gene transfer. Okay, so in your examination, first you method of gene cloning transfer. After that, you write the two method of gene cloning. Then you write the definition according to this name. It's a very simple and easy. Okay, so don't confuse it. Indirect or vector mediated gene transfer is without the help of with the help of vector mediator, the gene cloning is possible. Can you understand? Okay. Here see direct or indirect gene transfer. A foreign gene of interest is delivered into the ghost plant without the help of a vector. Without help, the gene cloning is successful in direct or indirect gene transfer. Okay. Then some of the common method of a direct gene transfer in plant. First one is chemical mediated gene transfer. What is that? Certain chemicals like polyethylene, glycol and dextrose sulfate induce DNA uptake into plant protophase. So here the chemical mediated gene transfer by the help of chemical only possible. Okay. Then micro injection. What is that? The DNA is directly injected into the nucleus using fine tipped glass needle. So by the help of injection only, here gene transformation is possible. Then second, electroprotein. So here by the help of electron, a pulse of high voltage is applied to photoplast cells or tissues, which makes transient pores in the plasma membrane through which uptake of foreign DNA occurs. First of all, by the help of chemical, the transfer is possible. That is a chemical mediated gene transfer. Second one, by the help of injection, micro injection, the gene transfer is possible. That is called micro injection. For third one is by the help of electron, electricity. that only the gene transformation is possible. That is called electroporation method of gene transfer. The next one is by the help of liposome only gene transformation is possible. That is called liposome mediate method of gene. Then what is liposome? Liposome, the artificial phospholipids vesicle are useful in gene transfer. It is carried out by encapsulated DNA into the vacuole. So this technique is advantageous because the liposome projects the introduced DNA from being damaged by the acidic pH and protease enzyme present in the vacuole. This process is called lipofaction. Okay, so liposome mediated method of gene transfer is also called as lipofaction. Underline that word. This process is called lipofaction. What is lipofaction? The liposome mediated method of gene transfer is called as lipofaction. Okay. Then next one is biolistics. The foreign DNA is coated into the surface of minute gold or tuniculence particles and boomeranged into the target tissue or cells using the particular gun. So this biolistics also similar to microinjection. Then the bambered cells or tissue are cultured on selected medium to regenerate plants from the transferred cells. Okay. So these are the other types of direct or vectorless gene transfer. Indirect or vector mediated gene transfer. Already I said in indirect or vector mediated gene transfer, by the help of vector only gene transfer is possible. That like method is called indirect or vector mediated gene transfer. Okay. Gene transfer is mediated with the help of a plasmid vector is known as indirect or vector mediated gene transfer. Among the various vectors used for plant transformation, the Ti plasmid from Agrobacterium tumefaciens has been used extensively. This bacterium has a large size plasmid known as Ti plasmid and portion of referred as tDNA. So here the foreign gene and plant selection marker gene, usually an antibiotic gene like NPT2, which confronts resistance to antibiotic kanamiensin, are cloned in the tDNA region of Ti plasmid in place of unwanted DNA sequence. So here by the help of vector only gene transfer is possible. Already I said vector is used to transfer the DNA one organism to another organism. This vector give the play in the vital role is transformation. So vector helps to transfer one organism to another organism in particular genes. So here Ti plasmid is taken from Agrobacterium tumefaciens. This plasmid is large in size and Ti plasmid is also called as tDNA. So this is very useful vector of genetic engineering. Okay. So according to this method, with the help of vector only, gene transformation is possible. So according to this method, gene cloning is possible to the uses of the vector only. What is vector? Vector is give the role of vehicle and is help to transform the particular gene one generation to another generation, one organism to another organisms. Okay. For the example, Ti plasmid also called as tDNA. This tDNA is taken from Agrobacterium tumefaciens. In this lesson, we learn lot of interesting things about the genetic engineering, especially vector. Vector is very important and interesting topic. Already I said in this class what we learn. First of all vector, then properties of vector, then formation of recombinant DNA, after then types of vector, then competent host, after the method of gene transformation. Then here method of gene transformation have a two types. One is direct method and another one is indirect method. Okay. Now I ask him some questions. you try to answer it. Okay, what are the other name of vector? Can you know? Can you say this answer? What are the other name of vector? Yes, very good. Cloning vehicle and cloning DNA. The cloning vehicle and cloning DNA is the other name of vehicle, other name of vectors. So you should underline this two word. Page number 74. Cloning vehicle or cloning DNA. This is a very important one word. What are the other names of vectors? Cloning vehicle and cloning DNA. Then properties of vector. What are the properties of vector? First one is size. Second one is origin of replication. Third one is suitable marker. Fourth one is unique target. The four word is a key point. Already I said. According to this four key point, you should answer the whole question. Okay. First, it should be smaller in size and flow molecule weight less than 10 kb. Kb is nothing but kilo base per. Okay. So it should be smaller in size and flow molecule weight less than 10 kb. Then vector must contain an origin of replication. What is meant by origin of replication? It is help to join the other gene, that is called origin of replication. Then it should contain a suitable marker. By the uses of marker, we can know the important point. Likewise, here this is a helpful to identification which one is our plasmid. So here the suitable marker is help to our identification. Okay. Then fourth point, vector should have the unique target. Okay. This fourth point is properties of vectors. Then formation of vector. Formation of recombinant DNA. How is it formation? First of all, you take the plasmid from one organism. After then you cut some sequence of gene. After then you take the particular sequence of gene from other organism. Then joined it. That is a plasmid. After then these like recombinant DNA introduce one vector. This is a formation of recombinant DNA. Then what are the types of vector? First one is, can you say this answer? What are the types of vector? First one is plasmid. Second one is BBR 322 plasmid. Third one is TA plasmid bacteria. Plasmid found in a bacterial cells. Underline that word, plasmid found in a bacterial cells. Okay. What are the definition of BBR 322 plasmid? First B is refer to plasmid. Then second B and R is referred to the scientist name. Then 322 is the number of plasmid developed from their laboratory. Okay. Then TA plasmid bacteria also called as tDNA. Underline that word. These are very important one. So listen carefully. TI plasmid bacteria also called as tDNA. Then after component ghost. What is component ghost? In genetic engineering, three component is there. One is that take some sequence from one organism. That is then second one is vector. Third one is this ghost. This is a component ghost. First of all, we take a gene from one organism. After then introduce some vehicle that like vector. After then this vector introduce some one organism. That organism is called ghost cell. Okay. Then this ghost cell depend upon the experiment. Then now what are the method of gene transfer? First one is direct method. Second one is indirect method. So in direct method, by the help of chemical, microinjection, electricity, liposome, biolistics help to are successful in the gene cloning. Then in direct method, by the help of vehicle only, the gene cloning is possible. Okay. In direct method, by the help of chemical, microinjection, electricity, liposome, biolistics only possible the gene cloning. But in indirect method, by the help of vectors only, gene cloning is possible. Can you understand any difficulties in this topic? No. Okay. Now homework time. Okay. Study and write 2 times about types of vectors. You should be study and write 2 times the types of vector. Okay. With the diagram. Then give short notes on properties of vector. Already I said while teaching times 4 key points. Okay, so based on that key points you should study. If you study based on that key point, easily you finish this question. So give short notes on properties of vectors. After that, describe the method of gene transfer. These three questions very important. Study. Okay. And first question, study and write, and try to draw diagram also. Okay. Thank you, students.